Spies. Hollywood's most glorified movies involve these characters. We often imagine them to be sneaky, strong, athletic people beating the crap out of all the bad guys and saving the day in some awesome, dramatic way. But in World War II, spying was not at all this glorious. They were usually ordinary citizens that made up their own decisions to go against Hitler and Nazi Germany. Without spies, World War II would have been a completely different outcome, resulting in Nazi domination and thousands of lives being lost.
Jorge Garcia started out in the war as a failure. He was a one-star hotel runner and a failed chicken farmer. Also, during the Spanish Civil War, he was a nationalist and an ex-soldier.
When he wanted to go against Hitler himself, he went to his Spanish embassy, where he was basically laughed off. He would eventually join the Germans and gain the trust as a spy, and become a double agent, and eventually lead Germany away from the invasion of Normandy. Virginia Hall, one of the most heroic female spies in World War II. She took off from the Nazis with one leg. Virginia Hall was the most important female that stood up against the Nazis because of her training of Allied troops, mapping out dead zones, and finding safe houses even though she had only one leg. Even Nazi secret police was after her. Virginia had accidentally shot herself in the leg while hunting in Turkey. They had to amputate her leg and replace it with a pig. Nancy Grace Augusta Wake was a World War II spy that was the most decorated female soldier in the war. She was born and raised in New Zealand, and at the age of 16 she moved to Australia. Later, she escaped Australia and made her way to England, where she became a journalist. In her career, she got to interview many different people, one of which was Hitler. While interviewing Hitler, he told her his plan on what he was going to do with his power. Rolf was an ordinary soldier from the British Naval Volunteer Reserve that was moved to the British Naval Intelligence. He came with a plan to get an Enigma machine, which was a machine the Germans used for their codes. His plan did not fall through, but the Navy obtained one anyway.
Being a spy is not as amazing as most people would think. It's running for your life all the time. It's not knowing your friends from your enemies, kind of thing. It's living the rest of your life in fear of being killed by the enemy. But these men and women that we talked about risked their lives to change the outcome of the war and follow Hitler's plan.